All right, start him, sit him, week number 5. David Johnson, we're starting him. This is a make things right game for David Johnson. Jacksonville just allowed 150 yards on the ground and 3 total touchdowns to Joe Mixon last week, who had a career day against this Jaguars defense. And it was a Bengals team that has been all but abysmal when it comes to running the football this season and protecting to run the football. This has to be a situation. I don't care what it is in Houston. They have to be feeling the same exact way here as the Bengals. Go into this one and try to get the running back rolling. Then we got Michael Gallup. We're sitting him. Now, hear me out on this one because it does sound a little crazy against a New York Giants matchup. But it's a New York Giants team that hasn't allowed, surprisingly here, hasn't allowed over 70 receiving yards to any wide receiver all season. And it should be a blowout. In this case here, Giants, Cowboys should be a blowout. We'll see, but it should be a blowout in the Cowboys' favor. If that's the case, you really have to hope Michael Gallup gets involved early because it's going to be a heavy run script in the second half. And the problem with him getting involved early is we've seen it in multiple weeks now where he doesn't usually get started early. It's a Dak Prescott to Amari Cooper, a Dak Prescott to CeeDee Lamb show in the first half throughout the game. He loves those two as targets, and Michael Gallup, good, bad, or indifferent, he's the deep threat of that team, which makes him a pretty good boomer bust type of player for this team. He's not consistent, though, for that reason. I'm a little bit concerned about this game getting out of hand and Gallup not getting any touches or a touch or two in that first half and putting up yet another 3 or 4 point performance here. We got James Robinson starting him. Robinson quickly turning into a back that you start each week. And you'll really want to do that this week because he's starting the week up against the worst run defense in the league in the Houston Texans, who have allowed 180 yards per game on the ground. Nothing more needs to be said there. David Montgomery, we're sitting him. First off, it's Tampa Tom, which means this game could, quite frankly, get out of hand and get out of hand quickly. It is a solid Bears defense. We'll see what they can do there. Regardless of that, though, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters if the game gets out of hand or not because David Montgomery seems to be locked in at a 10 to 15 carries per game roll here for the Bears. And this is a matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who allow the second fewest rush yards per game to opposing team running backs. And I'm staying away from that matchup there. Evan Ingram. Now, guess what? We're starting him. We're starting him after we just talked about how this game could be a blowout. I know it's been tough, but it's a Dallas defense that if there's ever a chance for Evan Ingram to put up a bunch of yards and put up a good game, it is against a terrible, I don't know how else to put it, a bad Dallas defense that has been slaughtered week in and week out through the air. It's Daniel Jones's chance to get his favorite target some receptions here. At the very least, if they do get blown out, you'd think this Dallas defense could surrender some garbage time points here to Evan Ingram. He's got to get it right. This is Evan Ingram's make or break type of week, or you might see him on waivers on quite a few leagues here. Starting him though. That's our predictions for the week. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.